Hello everybody, welcome to this exciting YouTube show. My name is Dennis Umubanga from Umubanga Media. In this video, I'll be taking you through, I'll be showing you tips and tricks on how to make money as a wedding photographer. Well, the good part is that you can still utilize these notes to make it in any genre of photography whatsoever. So yeah, stay tuned, watch. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the bell, yes, ding, make sure so that every time we post something, you get to watch whatsoever we post. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, first things first, in order for you to make it, in order for you to make money, is that you need to know your genre of photography or the type of photography. So if you're a wedding photographer, you really need to find your signature. You really need to find your space. There are a lot of photographers who are exciting photographers. There are times I look at their work and then I'm like, ish, I am playing. I'm a joker. I'm not serious. But I get to see what people are doing in those genres of photography. So even as you're trying to establish yourself, make sure you know the space. Make sure you know what you like shooting. Are you an outdoor wedding photographer? Are you an indoor wedding photographer? Or are you experimental? Do you stick by the book? Do you follow the rules, or do you break the rules and create exciting, amazing images? You take people at the garbage dump site and take amazing photographs. Yeah, that would be a dope idea, like just taking people to the garbage site and different locations really. So know your genre of photography. Know your space. Know your space as a wedding photographer, because that will be able to help you make money, because you have a signature type of photography. Number two, this is what I call CCR, constant research. So as a wedding photographer, number one, you ought to be on top of things. You ought to see what's trending. You ought to see what's working in the market. You ought to see what's happening around. So follow different photographers. I also link different photographers who I follow. I think they're on the screen now. So follow different photographers, see what they're doing, see how they're shooting, see what they're doing out there. So be on the lookout, stay on top of things, because things are evolving, the shooting styles are changing, and people now are loving, I love my natural tones, I love rustic feels, I love this whole glamour, like all these types of things. So make sure you're on top of things. Do your research, study, improve yourself, work on yourself. That will be a game changer for you. Number three, formulate strategy. Strategy is everything. So strategy will help you know what type of clients to go for. So it will help you as well set your pricing and all. So for example, you say, hey, my cheapest package will go for 10,000 kwacha, or my cheapest will go for 500 kwacha. So just those price variations will tell you the type of people who you will shoot. And that's just the truth. So formulate strategy from the onset. Know your target market. That's very important. That's business 101. Know your target market. When you know your target market, you understand that you do not have to be for everyone. You understand that you are just for a specific demographic, a specific type of people who you will be interacting or working with. So strategy is very, very important. Know your target market. So in formulating strategy, you as well create packages which are so enticing. What are you offering? What's different from the other? What have you put in? Are you offering, say, hey, you have studio photographs on your wedding day, or we'll print photographs for you, we'll design a photo book for you, we'll do all these different things, or you will even have a pre-wedding engagement shoot, or all these things. So formulate strategy so that it's enticing and people want you, because you're offering more. You're offering the best packages. That's very important. Systems are important as well. So if you have clients who you have shot, clients who you've done works with before, keep them in the loop, interact with them, give them different offers which you have. It can be odd work. You just say, hey, we'll do a printout for you. We are selling this printout for you. Or we have these photographs, we have done these new designs, we have done. So create systems which are able to keep your clients. You have a client database so that you know, oh, we did this wedding, we did this, or kitchen party, or a chilanga mulilo, different types of all these events. So create a system which is able to show you what you've been able to do, where you are now. That will go a long way, because you know, say, oh, we did this. And as well, in creating your systems, get reviews as well. I know some in our culture, we find it sometimes hard to tell people to say they are not good or they didn't do a good job. We just keep it to ourselves. But yeah, so you get to learn the hard way that there are clients who were never happy with your service, and that's just how they left. So put it in your system. Make sure you get reviews from people, how your service was, how you interacted with them. That's very important, even as you're formulating great systems, because that will help you make money. Biggest thing, sell your brand and your service. I do not have people who call me for weddings. How can they call you for weddings if you're not there, if you're not visible anywhere? I do not like social media. Yes, your business needs social media. You might not be the most Facebook savvy, Instagram, TikTok savvy person, but learn the ropes of the business. In order for people to identify your work or see your work, they have to see it somewhere, and that somewhere is online. Yes, we have billboards around, but you know, billboards are just for like specific directions. And if people do not go in that specific direction, you will not go there. So social media opens you up to a whole global space, to a whole global market. You have people in the Americas, and you have people in the Asia, Europe, getting in touch with you, Australia, Middle East, they get in touch with you, the whole of Africa. Over 50 something countries in Africa. So your market is huge. So sell your brand and your service. The beauty now is that you can be in Zambia and your work is going out there in Europe, and people in Europe contact you. So sell your brand and your service. That's very, very important, because it will take your name out there, and great works always speak for you. This is how it is. So when you sell your brand, be consistent in selling your brand. Be consistent in your posting, be consistent in showcasing what you're doing. Do not, it's disheartening sometimes seeing great photographers or great people saying, hey, I do not post because I do not feel my work is, you will not get business. So post. Make sure your work is out there. Make sure people are seeing what you're doing. Do not keep it to yourself. There's no humility not showing off. If you're good, you're good. Own it. 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 If people are not blowing your own trumpet, blow it yourself. So that will go a long, long way. So sell your brand and your service. Do not wait for people sometimes to blow your trumpet to say, hey, he's a very good photographer. No. Own it yourself, know that you're a good photographer, and push, sell your brand. Yes, there are people who sometimes just will not comment or like your stuff, but just go out there. People are seeing your consistency and your commitment in selling your brand. So do that. Do not give up in selling your brand. Sell. 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 Sell yourself, sell your brand, sell. Sell. Well, I wanted to say sell. Yeah, so sell. I've lost count of my points. However, next point is scale your business. Now, in scaling your business, number one, you can scale it by bringing in more people, or number two, you can scale it by buying high-end equipment. Number three, you can scale it by improving yourself. You're learning you've just gone out there really to make sure that there's growth in your brand, there's growth in your business. So when you scale up a business or by bringing in new people, then what that means is that you need to teach the people your style. And that's very, very good. So you can make money if you have a big team. It means that you'll be able to do more. If you are working alone, it means that you can only do one event in a day, or you can only cover one wedding also. So it means that you're limited, but if you scale it up and introduce more people, bring in more people into the team, it means that you can do more weddings and make more money. So it's very possible for you to make over 100,000 kwacha in a month, or sometimes even 2-3 months. You can do that because it's a big business. I think the wedding business is, as a photographer, will make you the most if you strategically place yourself and strategically align yourself with high-end clients. So that will help you go to the next level. So scale your business, scale not just increasing numbers of people in your team, but scale your business in you consistently learning, you adapting to the new technologies as well, because that makes our work really, really easier. You cannot be editing photographs on a computer which was released in the 2000s. It can't work. How will you keep up with the times? So scale your business, adapt to the new times. If you're unable to handle the pressure, bring in more people. However, even as you bring in more people, teach them the ropes, teach them how to go about it so that there's a consistent flow in the work. I have seen how people introduce or scale their business and bring in more people. I know photography companies which are closed because of the same. They brought in people who did not know the style. They messed it up. They would deal with clients, not deliver photographs, mess up people's weddings. They showed up at a wedding drunk. Yeah, so make sure that you, even as you're scaling up, you teach the people your style, the rules of the game, so that they understand and it works out easier for you. Because anything which they do in you scaling up, if you do not handle it properly, it will mess up your brand. And your brand is your identity. And your brand is what speaks for you. So building a brand is hard. So even as you're bringing in people, make sure that they're in tune with the brand and they will not spoil the brand. That's very important. Very, very important. Can you hear me? Very, very, very important. Important. So remember I talked about selling your brand? However, in selling your brand, you must understand that you need to have a voice. So find your voice, find your niche, and you see how all these plays around and just makes it easy for you to do business, or just easy for you to find clients because you have found your voice. People are inclined to specific types of photography. So find your voice, and the people who are inclined to your type of photography will come through to you. They'll look for you. You'll not look for them. They'll look for you. They'll call you and they'll find you. And you shoot them. Shoot them. I think I'm about to snap. Pew, like a sniper. And be happy, even as you're doing your work. It'll help you the most. It's sometimes frustrating, but it'll help you. Be happy, enjoy your work, enjoy what you're doing, if you enjoy shooting weddings, shoot them. Shoot them. Shoot to kill. Assassinate. Annihilate. Murder. Massacre. Shoot. 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 Pricing. Pricing is really, really important as I am wrapping up, because it sets the tone for who your target market is. So know your pricing, research on pricing, ask around the different photographers who you look up to, see how much they are charging, see what are the market rates. That will help you. However, you can set yourself apart and say, hey, for a wedding, I'll charge 20,000 kwacha. So even as you are charging that, your work should be able to show why you're charging that. Don't just charge because everybody else is charging that. So you weigh yourself. Because if, for example, I'm going to hire you as a photographer and then you say, hey, I charge 20,000 to shoot a marriage blessing, I'll be like, okay, that's great. Your work, if your work speaks, I'll be like, that's great. As I look at your equipment, sometimes it's important to look at the equipment. So, as well as your knowledge set, really. So, know your pricing. So it's possible for you to shoot 10 weddings and make 120,000. It's possible for you to shoot 10 weddings and make 6,000 or 10,000 out of them. And yeah, so it's you to know where you see yourself, where you set yourself, and you'll be able to make the most. However, do note that the wedding industry is huge. People are getting married every holiday, every weekday actually, every weekend. People are getting married, and people will still be getting married. People are still being born. The world is still moving. People need storytellers. So if you are a storyteller and you're really good at it, you'll make the most out of it. That rhymed. See you. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Share this with your photographer friends. Share this with somebody who you think will be able to make the most with this information so that they make the most out of it. Remember, we continue pushing Umubanga all the way. The journey starts now. See you on the other side.